Today's review is the Diamond Select Toys Marvel Select Thanos action figure. Coming to you with another figure from the Marvel Select line from Diamond Select Toys, we have the Thanos action figure based off the movie of Avengers Endgame. This is a Disney Store exclusive in the US, and I was able to find this in the store. But now they should be more stocked up, so you should be able to find it easily. So here's a front view of the packaging of Thanos in his armor suit. Here's a back view of the packaging. Here's a side view of some artwork. There isn't much, just the movie title. Let's open them up and I'll be right back. Here's Thanos out of the packaging. In terms of height, he's nearly 9 inches tall, so he's pretty humongous for a Diamond Select Toys figure. So in terms of accessories, you do get his sword, and you also get his Infinity Gauntlet. What's interesting though is that since this figure is based off Endgame, his glove should actually be the Nano Gauntlet, which is the one that Tony Stark's created, aka Iron Man. So it should be a little more red. So this is this figure was most likely based off of early idea concepts. So that's why he looks a little different from what he looks like in the movie. Place the sword in his hand. It's pretty simple. You could actually put it in his left or right hand. I think it looks better on the right. Just place it between the hands, I got the fingers, and that's it. Holds pretty well. Should be able to just pull out the left arm. It's pretty stiff, I tell you. Okay, we got it. So now to place the Infinity Gauntlet. I think the best way to do this is kind of rotate slowly into it. You don't want to break anything, so you definitely want to be easy in pushing it in. Pushing it will be a little difficult though. In terms of paint apps, let's take a look at the sword first. It's definitely nicely sculpted and painted. There's some weathering of gray over here. It does look sharp on the ends, but it's perfectly safe for an adult collector. Overall, it's nicely sculpted with some, cuts and damages to the sword, and the paint, it has some nice weathering textures to it. In terms of the Infinity Gauntlet, the paint apps are pretty good. You get all the Infinity Stones on the glove, and there's some nice gold weathering to the actual gauntlet. The only thing I don't like is that the joint over here where you can bend the hand, some of the gold paint rubbed off. I mean, it didn't really take much effort to come off because either the paint didn't dry fully or it just wasn't applied 100% correctly. But so it strips off a little on the joint over there. The fingers aren't articulated, so that's a little disappointing. I mean, it would have been nice to have a hand where he snaps his finger. So if you haven't watched Endgame yet, there's a little bit of a spoiler. But this figure isn't 100% accurate to the movie. There's slight paint differences and to what he actually looks like in the movie. But overall, based off of early concept ideas, this is still a nice looking figure. Overall, he has like gold color and texturing throughout his armor suit, and you probably can't catch it on camera, but the sculpt and weathering of the actual armor suit is really nicely detailed. There's some like weathering paint going on, and the back is detailed too. In terms of articulation, his head is on a ball joint. It's limited movement, but you could move it all the way to, all the way to the back. It's complete rotation, and you can move up and down, up to here and down to here. His arms are on ball joints as well. The suit does hinder the movement, but you get a good rotation. There's also rotation on the bicep, and there's a bend and swivel on the elbow, and a bend at the hand, bend and rotation at the hand. He does have a ab crunch. It does move 360, as you can see, and there's a little nice bend to it. At the leg, there is a rotation. You can go as high as this, bend out like that. There's a rotation on the thigh. There's double jointed knees, and there's a pivot and ball joint on the foot. Overall, the articulation is pretty good. It's a nice figure to have. I think it's a great addition to the Avengers, Infinity Wars, and Endgame collection of Marvel Select figures. It could have been a little better. Things could have been done better with the Infinity Gauntlet and some of the paint apps, but overall it's a really nice figure to have a display on your shelf. Give a thumbs up if you like my review. More to come. Have a great day.